pie-loving, sickly sweet nog-sucking cheermonger movies. I really don't like them. No, I don't! Sorry. I guess I'm just a little Grinchy. As you can probably tell, the new Grinch film has driven me mad, and that includes the Jim Carrey version, as the studios who own the brilliant works of Dr. Seuss are determined to destroy his works and make their films pander in a spiral of insanity. It's even come to the point where people don't know that the Boris Karloff film is the original. They think the original is the Jim Carrey one, and I know just what to do. I'll review the Boris Karloff film, the true, superior Grinch film, and talk about how amazing it is, and it will cure me of my Grinchiness. Though I better hurry. I think Duffy is being affected too. Based on the book of the same name, How the Grinch Stole Christmas is about— Hold on! Do I really need to explain the plot? Only who's ever forget. Fine, I'll do it anyway. The story is about the mean old Grinch who lives north of the residents of Whoville, who are preparing for their favorite holiday, Christmas. Now, the book never states why the Grinch hates Christmas, but the reason that is most likely true is the fact that his heart is 2 sizes too small. See? You don't need to explain it. Simple and easy. I mean, can you imagine other adaptations trying to explain everything? Anyway, the Grinch enacts a plan to steal Christmas by taking away their presents, decorations, and even food. That monster! Oh, I'm not referring to him stealing the decorations or presents. I'm referring to him stealing food. That asshole! But in the end, the Grinch learns that Christmas is not about presents, but the love we all share with family and friends. And with that, the Grinch becomes good, returns the presents, and has his heart grow 3 sizes. Come to think of it, that sounds a bit like a health problem. Maybe I should myself consult a doctor. After this review, clearly this is more important. It's probably best to go back to the origins of the book and take a look at the man himself, Dr. Seuss, whose real name was Theodore Seuss Geisel. Many people have often pointed out he was somewhat Grinch-like himself, from him living in a house up on a hill from other houses, to the fact that not only was Seuss 53 when he wrote the book, but the Grinch said he had put up with Christmas for 53 years. Apparently, it only took Dr. Seuss a week to write this book, which is really funny as it takes me a week, a month maybe, to even finish a review. Is the camera still on? Turn the camera off. Turn the camera off! In any case, famed writer for the Looney Tunes, Chuck Jones, approached Seuss about adapting the story, and while initially hesitant, Seuss agreed to not only write the script, but to expand it and write the lyrics to the songs in an attempt to add more length to the story and reach around 30 minutes. Things added include more descriptions and animations of the Who's playing with toys, eating, and singing, and more gags with the Grinch and Max, such as when they descend the mountain and into Whoville. Now that's classic Chuck Jones Looney Tunes humor right there. Hey Duffy, do you want to go do that? You're not helping me here, Duff. And that's something I really do enjoy with the special. I love how the creative humor and visuals of Chuck Jones greatly complements the writing of Seuss and his own visuals. One of my favorite small gags is when Max thinks he and the Grinch are going on a sleigh ride, and while the Grinch's face is funny enough on its own, it's made even more funny when the simple movement of the tip of his hat falls down. It's genius. But who should play the Grinch? Who has a history of being in horror films as a green monster? If you guessed Godzilla, wrong-o. It is, of course, Boris Karloff. Most people these days now tend to think of the Grinch as sounding like a funny grump as depicted by Jim Carrey, and yours truly, and by Benedict Cumberbatch. But Karloff, who originated the role, does a damn good job and takes the role as seriously as he would any other role. He knows exactly which words need to be emphasized and, most of all, how to deliver them. It might be surprising to learn that Seuss was reluctant to have Karloff play the Grinch, figuring that he would be too scary for younger viewers. Sorry, can't do Karloff. We can look at it now and not be scared, but imagine being a kid in the 60s and seeing this creepy moss Bigfoot thing and seeing it torture his own dog. Seriously though, I sometimes feel very sorry for Max. In fact, there are some cases where I'm rooting for him to rip the Grinch's face off and... let's continue. As I stated before, while there are some familiar images of Chuck Jones' Looney Tunes-styled animation, it's all built upon the designs of Seuss, and his wife accurately said, quote, "The world of Seuss is curved," unquote, and she's absolutely right. A lot of people can draw any kind of building, animal, tree, and so forth, but there are only a few out of the billion of artists out there that are recognized as belonging to an artist whose name everyone knows. Seuss is one of them. It's like being transported into a whole other reality that is inviting to the viewer, and that world has never been so perfectly portrayed than in this film. And before we go, I think there's something worth talking about. The music. As stated before, Seuss also wrote the lyrics for the songs in the film, and the one that has been recognized the most in popular culture is "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch." It's a creatively catchy tune that details the evilness of the Grinch. It's been covered so many times, but the one that first appeared, where it was sung by Thurl Ravenscroft, Tony the Tiger, still is the best version of the song. I cannot stress enough how good this movie is. It doesn't talk down to kids with fart jokes or fat reindeers with whipped cream coming out of their noses, or any of that pandering stuff in the new versions. This one will continue to stand the test of time as a holiday classic and make the others seem Jurassic. Sorry, I had to get a rhyme in there. Oh no! My heart! It's growing 3 sizes! Call a doctor! Hey! I'm back to my old self again and no longer Grinchy. It must be because I talked about a good Grinch film, and was in no way because of any lazy or contrived writing. Christmas magic, folks! I'd like to wish you all happy holidays, and of course, per tradition, we're going to end the same way we always end, with a cameo by Santa Claus! Let's wait, shall we?
Christmas, just like the ones I used to know.